Well, tonight, a bill to reform New Hampshire's bail system now headed to the governor's desk. Today, lawmakers passed the plan aimed at preventing low-risk offenders from being held behind bars just because they're poor.
Passions on both sides of the issue. I'm going to take a look at it. I don't think it's changed too much, and I know the chiefs are supportive of it. I intend to sign it.
But what about high-level drug offenders and those routinely released on bail? WMUR's Mike Cronin joins us live with a closer look at the issue. Mike?
Tom, county attorneys came out against bail reform, saying it will put the public at risk. Lawmakers say their concerns can be addressed through a commission that was set up by the bill. And there are other considerations when it comes to drug offenders.
Alexandria, New Hampshire is a small town, but even with a population of less than 2,000, it's not immune to the drug epidemic, which means arrests and processing people through the court system, a system Officer David Suckling thinks needs some reform.
It's hard for us to find rehabilitative justice when there's really no chance for anyone to stop and think about their actions. When we arrest them at 9 o'clock in the morning and by 11 o'clock, they're back out with a court date a month and a half down the road. Where's the consequence in that?
Suckling also wishes there was consistency with setting bail across county lines and says the state might be able to better deal with the opioid epidemic if there was statistical analysis of what happens to people who are arrested to see if there's a link between overdose deaths and repeat offenders routinely released on bail.
We've spoken to people directly that have told us that once they're out on bail and they've been using drugs, that they no longer care.
But Suckling and others in law enforcement and the judicial system agree keeping everyone behind bars is not the solution.
They can detox very horribly in jail. They have a much higher likelihood of overdosing and dying once they are eventually released.
When someone is arrested, bail is set either in the form of cash or personal recognizance, meaning the person is released on a promise he or she will return to court. The Chief Justice of New Hampshire Superior Court, Judge Tina Netto, says the reality is many drug users will be released and should be.
They're presumed innocent at that time. Our Constitution ensures that the government is not going to overreach by holding them in jail unless they are not likely to appear and unless they're dangerous.
But what about those who are dangerous, like dealers? If they've got money, they can afford to post high cash bail and then continue to cause harm in the community. Judge Netto says one solution would be to allow judges to hold people without bail if they're deemed dangerous.
Right now, we can only do that for first-degree murder and for some domestic violence cases.
For those nonviolent substance abusers, Netto suggests getting them help through treatment programs.
Freedom really shouldn't depend on how much money you have in your bank account.
It remains to be seen whether bail reform can make an impact on drug crimes, but some are encouraged that it will mean that judges can hold dangerous offenders without bail. Live in the studio, Mike Cronin, WMUR News Now.